Hi and welcome to the channel. I'm Sam and this is the Crafty Blinder van build. Today we need to fix that faulty near side rear light because it's MOT day tomorrow. Afternoon, welcome back to the channel. So we're 1,000 subscribers now. Thank you very much. This is the first video we've made since reaching that. Some of you might watch the draw and the little video put out afterwards. I really do appreciate what you've done. Taking us to 1,000 subscribers is a massive milestone, and in the short time that it's took, I appreciate that, really do. So today's video is all about a fault that you might have seen on the last couple of videos. I had that light on the near side wasn't working. It kept failing. Every time I put it back together it wouldn't go back on. So this video is about servicing that light. So MOT day tomorrow, all prep ready to go. We're going to go and drop it off tonight so the guys have got it first thing in the morning. Fingers crossed there's nothing wrong with it. I've kept on top of it, should be pretty tip top, but that one light was causing me a few issues and it just turned out to be something very simple. Let's see how close we got the van to the wall. An inch away. Not bad. Quite happy with that. Get my fingers in. Nice. Yeah, getting up and down this drive. It's about precision. The van used to be a little bit wider, but we've ended up shaving a couple of bits off it on that wall, and the same on the other side as well. But we're getting better. So these are the original reversing lights, and since I've fitted these look very yellow, so I'm going to change them out now and put something with a more cool white look rather than this soft white orange glow, whatever you want to call it. See how it looks. When I've opened up the light cluster, I found that the bottom is rusty. We've obviously been getting some water in somewhere. To start with, just going to give it a little bit of a wire brush. Let's try and get the worst of it off. And that is not doing a bad job. Just remember to try and protect that seal. Got some plus gas as well. Got a little blast with that. And somewhere I do have some wire wool. Right, I'm back. So I've got some super fine wire wool. Rip a little bit off there. I've put some plus gas on it. And the wire wool, we'll just give it a good rub around. What we'll do is we'll make it into a bit of a ball so it fits inside as well. Basically just give that a good spin round. Remember to do this off the vehicle, not connected. Wire wool and electricity are a bad combination. There was a spate of lots of plumbers' vans catching fires, and it was all come down to the fine wire wool. When it was arcing across the terminals of the batteries for the power tools, it was just creating fires. Weird, but true. If you don't believe me, have a look. I'm sure there'll be some videos there on YouTube about wire wools and batteries. So rather than go on Google and look for yourself, I've just got one of my weights there, and a metal shovel, some fine wire wool, and this is just a standard 9-volt battery. And I'm going to show you how easy it is for these two combined to create a fire. Okay, so let's put that down there. What we'll do is we'll cut some of this off. We don't need to show you with much. So pop that over there. So what I'll do is I'll just open this up a little bit. So just, in fact, we'll open it up and we'll leave one end as it would normally be. So you ready? Because this happens quick. See how quick that started? See how quickly it's spreading? This is what caused a lot of fires in vans. You imagine having a power tool, 18 volt, double the power of this, sitting there, and some wire wool drops on it and manages to bridge the terminals. Look how quickly it's spreading. That up against the chemical, cardboard, anything, it wouldn't take long to turn into a big fire. I'll try it on a dense bit here. Spreading just as quick. If that would have been denser, it might take a little bit longer to burn, but there you go. That's the initial one I set off. It is taking a little bit longer there to burn through, but there you go. Lethal combination, batteries and wire wool. But yeah, this will clean up the bottom end, if you can see right in there. Yeah, I think you can see in there, can't you? Yeah, this cleans up inside there and takes most of the rust off. There was no water in there, so I think it must have just been from like legacy from the past. Or a little bit's got in there, ran down and just sat in on that terminal. Next thing, put my glasses on. Time to do a bit of inspection. A bit of a clean cloth. And we'll wipe all this stuff away. Like I said, we don't want any short circuits. Look at how dirty them lamps were. That's just with sitting in that environment. I don't know why they've got so dusty and dirty. Must just be road film, I don't know, making its way up through the seals. Or the seals are a little bit worn. I don't know. Let's have a look. That's the one we're changing out anyway, and that has a little bit of corrosion around it. So we'll leave that one. Quite happy with that now. We'll just stick a rag in there, give it a good spin round, make sure there's nothing going to short out in there. Get it in the daylight, have a good poke around inside it. Yeah, that's a lot better than it was. So I've got a tiny little file here. One edge is smooth, one edge is serrated. So what we'll do is we'll just give that a little rub round on the inside of there, where the connections are made. I'll just scrape the end as well. Right, seeing the shiny metal in there now, so I'm quite happy that we've dealt with that. The plus glass, we'll put a little film over it as well, so should protect it for a while. But when I held the plus glass upside down, it's run under this track, so I need to just make sure that we don't have any shorts. See it running out? Schoolboy edit. So what we'll do is we'll let that sit and let the plus gas evaporate off it before we put it back in the van. But yeah, that's that cleaned up now. Now the lamp's a lot easier. You just get your wire wool, give it a good rub round. And I'll do that with all these lamps, to be honest. They've all probably got a little bit of corrosion on them. MOT's coming up, so we want it to last another year. I'd say if you did this yearly, you'd stay on top of it, to be honest. So there you go, nice shiny end there. All the corrosion is off the lamp there. So it's worthwhile doing them all, like I say, while you've got it out. That one in, changing that one. That one's not too bad. Give the ends a rub up. Outside a rub up. Pop that back in the right way. And I think this one is pretty new, to be honest. I think I replaced that not so long ago. Again, make sure you put them in the right way, make sure they're seated. Now, let's change this one out. So I've got these little LEDs off the internet, and what I'll do is I'll put a link in the description to them. There you go. How good are them? Lights are on the side, and like a bullseye in the end. I think that's to project the light as well. So we'll give that a whirl, see how it fares. No bother, straight fit, straight swap. That's good to go. Look, see they're all leaking out. I tipped it upside down, didn't I? And it all ran down. So yeah, I think we should be alright now. If you look, it's starting to bridge across there. I'll try and get the light on it. So that could cause you problems. So what we'll do is we'll make sure that we get rid of that problem. You just flick it up a little bit with your finger. Get underneath it. Give it a blow. There's still a bit under there. Just to make sure I'm going to get a heat gun on it and we'll dry it out completely. We'll put it on low setting and just let it do the hard work for us. Don't even need to be that close, to be honest. That'll do it. There's nothing coming out of there now. So let's pop it all back together, see how it looks. So I've just gone and inspected the back of the light. There is a bit of corrosion in the bottom that's, you know, ran off. I can't see anywhere where dust will be getting in, but it is quite dusty around the back of there. So we'll just give everything a clean up before we put it back together. When you come to put it back together, there's a V in the one end and there's a tongue in the other. So the tongue goes to the bottom, the V goes to the top. Now, I found that when you put these back together, you're better off doing it on a solid surface, because you need to apply quite a bit of pressure to get everything to go back into place. And you can hear all these clicking home now. That one there isn't quite in, there you go. So all they have to do is click over, just like that. Right, we'll put it all back together now. When you are putting your light back together, you've got to be careful of these little clips. They go in the side and they break really easily, you know, so just bear that in mind, that these do snap off. If you do get one that snaps off, like I've just broke this top one, I haven't got any spares. Until I get some spares, I'll put the top, swap them round, put the broken one in the middle. Now, they go into these grooves, so the head slots behind that little bit. So take your time, guide it on. Once it's in place, you'll hear it click home, and that's you. Put the bottom one on first, and then just line the rest up. There you go. And that's it, all the way home up. Top one's fallen out. So just ease that bottom out, so we don't damage it. Pop that top one back in. Don't know why that popped out, to be honest, but yeah, that's what I need to do. Just give it a little push home. Right. Once I put the 3 torque screws in, it was time to stand back and admire the work. That looks really good in there. I just hope it's as bright as I expect it to be. Well, that's not gone to plan, has it? I believe we've solved the problem. We had a number of dry connections in there, so I've given them a rub over, sprayed them with plus gas, give them a wire brush, dried it all out. So it should be good to go this time. I'll give it a whirl now. You may recall in the last couple of videos I've had a few issues with this side light and I hadn't really addressed it, but it's working now. Problem solved. It's just a matter of putting it all back together again for the 1500th time, and then we'll see how it looks. Oh yes. How much better does that look? I'm happy with that. We should be able to see into the future with them lights now. You thought it was daylight, didn't you? So we've changed out the standard lamps for LEDs, along with the LEDs along the bottom, and what a fantastic result. I used to struggle reversing up and down here. It's not going to be a problem now.
I've been through heartaches, I've been to heaven. I've done my best and my worst, learned my lessons. No matter how hard my life would treat me, I'd always get right back up, never worry. 'Cause I got a million reasons to keep holding on. Yeah, I got all that it takes to
try and record a lot of my videos outside or in the van, or you know, just don't like doing it in the house. But but with that, I have to put up with the Cumbrian weather. So thanks for watching today. Hope you like it. Hope you're enjoying what we're doing. If you are, click that subscribe button, share it with your friends, and leave us a comment. We'll try and answer every comment that comes through. And you know, if you want a bit of advice, we've got our YouTube channel, and we've also got our experts on there as well. It's not a YouTube channel, our Facebook page. It's called the Crafty Blinders Vanbuilds. If you need any advice, just drop on there. There's plenty of lads on there that'll keep you right. Thank you very much. We'll see you again. This is awful. If you're enjoying the channel, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing with your friends, and send us a comment. We will try and answer it. But please remember, we've also got some clothing available now at Vendetta. Check them out and let us know what you think of the new t-shirt. Thanks for watching. See you again.